Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Senators going up against the Sounds. First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here, and on the mound in this one, Wilmer Flores. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yes, batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Jose Altuve up to him here. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Henry Aaron digging in now. And another ball. Altuve on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch with a strikeout.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Junior Caminero. And a 1-1. That one to first. And foul ball. The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Peterson squeezes it. Let's take a look at the lineup. Coming off a big one in their game yesterday, David Peralta.
Boogie's really been showing off the pop in this series so far. 2 homers, and you know he'd love to add on with another shot today. I'm interested to see how they approach him.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
And the right-hander deals. Just missed.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Siggy, and getting the start, Peter Solomon.
Well, Boog, a lot of pitchers come into spring training with one goal, and that's to make 30 starts or more on the season. Well, here he is, reaching that milestone. Just impressive. He's been able to take care of himself, put himself in a position as well that he can be effective, pitch deeper into ball games to help his team win. It's going to be real interesting to see how he does in this one. There could be some fatigue setting in, but he's gotten to a point that a lot of guys aspire to get to.
Late with the swing there. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Here's a 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Next up, it's the first-year shortstop. One down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time. And he deals. And there's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
So now here's the DH, David Justice. The pitch. Here goes the runner. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Got him looking for the strikeout. Clipped the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. And the batter now, Sean Green. That one the other way. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Jack Peterson. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Two on, 2 outs. Headed for the plate. He scores and they got the lead. 1-0.
There you go, the RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game. Here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
The pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
There are lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just clear.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Good job at damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We go on to inning number 2. The Sounds out front here, 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Bernie Williams. 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And here it comes. That one 95 to finish him off.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. With 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. The pitch. Perez swings, and it's a deep fly ball left field. That one's well struck. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Here's Joey Gallo. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
And that's in the dirt. 2-2. Flores, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Left-hand batter waits. That's the misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact there. That one right there, a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pick.
Tying run in scoring position here at the top of the second. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. First and third, 2 away. David Peralta at the plate. Here's a 2-1.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Two outs. Just missed. Jose Altuve in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Back to work, 3-2 now. The other way, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And another ball. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit.
There's a swing and a drive. His 18th home run of the season. It's 2-0.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run.
Torres. Righty delivers. Ripped on a line. Brings it in. And there's 1 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it. But sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those group hits to get a knock sometimes.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. The 1-1. Turns the lineup over.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And a pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Abreu makes the play. And the batter will be the shortstop. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Throw in hurts the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
These hitters today are so great at handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here's some real power at the plate. David Justice. 2 on, 2 outs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
At the belt and fires. That one fouled off. 2-2. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in at bottom half of inning number 2. Liner, base hit. Around third. He'll score, and they lead by 3.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out flying, ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Sean Green. And another ball. The 2-1. That one in triple digits.
2-2 down.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder. He was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So 2 runs in the inning on 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. Puerto Rico on top 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And that's in the dirt.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next offering is downstairs. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. In the air, left field. Sizing this one up. Pulls it in for the out.
The third base is number 5.
So up next, Henry Aaron.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. On the run, throw to first. 2 away.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Junior.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Junior Caminero.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big time power. 2 down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
Now fly ball to right center. On the move. He's got it, and that is that. set for the bottom of the third. Here's a big power threat. John Peterson. And a pitch.
We got full count.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A gigantic blast. Home run number 20 on the year, and they add on. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out. That's some serious exit velo, pretty elite, and he caught it just right to get it up in the air as well.
Now the catcher up to hit, Pudge Rodriguez. Swings and misses. Going to count 1-2.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. And it skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Here's a 1-1. And another ball. One out, base is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Outside low, and the count is filled up. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there is another strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Good take by Torres. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A massive home run. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ball. You want to follow that type of approach.
Base is empty with 2 away. Carlos Santana will hit next. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Cal Raleigh. The line of the pitch. On the ground to third. And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Man at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Rodriguez makes the grab, one down.
Now the designated hitter, Salvador.
So now the DH spot, Salvador Perez. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And now it's Joey Gallo.
The first baseman, Joey
Raleigh, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss.
2-2 count.
The 2-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. That one ripped right center field. And it one-ups the wall. Jimenez around second, on his way to third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. They call those the alleys for a reason, man. They're long, and if you can't cut the ball off as an outfielder before it gets by you, that hitter's going to run for a while. That right there is a beautiful swing and nice hustle for the triple.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Peter Solomon departs, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. On the mound now, Cooper Criswell.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
So man aboard. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop. Next offering is in for a strike. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So now here's the DH, David Justice. The 1-1.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
And downstairs. Runners on the corners, no outs. Swing and a base hit. The run scores from third, and it's now a 6-1 lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Sean Green. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, these players really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They've got to be happy with the 6 runs they've thrown on the board. That's usually enough offense to win you the game, so they just have to keep doing what they're doing.
Right-handed reliever spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. First and second here, no outs. Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Right-hander kick steals. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. He hammers one out to center. His 34th of the season, and they tack on 3. It's 9-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip. What pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Jack Peterson stands in. The 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
To the right side. Now Tuve handles it. Tosses to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
And now Pudge Rodriguez. Can't glove it cleanly. But plenty of time to recover, and that's the 2nd out.
Now got center fielder, Spencer.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Spencer Jones.
What a year it's been for the rookie. He's getting a lot of playing time, and there's no doubt he's earned it. He's looked good at the plate and continues to be a valuable piece in this lineup.
And a foul ball. 2 outs. And another ball. In the air, left field. Makes the catch, inning over. A 4-run score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. It's now 9-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Now at the plate, Wilyer Abreu.
The left fielder.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next to hit, David Peralta. That one finds the zone. 1-2. Righty to the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Kicks and fires. That misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat-out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Man at first, one away. And it is 2-1. And that's outside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The pitch. That to right. Green gets under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 5, Henry Aaron.
Now here is Henry Aaron. And the right-hander deals. Ball. And another ball.
2-2 count.
In the air, right field. Green gets under it and makes the grab. And that is that. So they've been held scoreless through 5. The Sounds out front 9-0. Here is Gleyber Torres.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it skips in the dirt. The wind of the pitch. Down the left field line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. New pitcher now, Adam Hamel.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Man at first, and now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Here's a 1-1. Just missed.
You know, this group of hitters, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And the righty deals. Grounder might be 2. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Well, an error like that, you have the scoreboard, and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
So digging in, Andres Jimenez.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
2 strikes.
First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. Swung on. Goes back. Makes a leaping grab for the out. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
What an outstanding effort going all the way back to the warning track and moving his feet to bring that one in. It's so tough to jump on the run like that and time it perfectly. So that was awesome.
Now the number 2 hitter. 2 on, 1 out. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Next pitch is outside. That's a base hit as a run scores. Lead runner around second. We're going to third. He's in there.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
One away, runners at first and third. Now it's going to be David Justice. Next offer in there for a strike. And that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Sean Green, the next to hit. 2 on, 2 outs. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. The pitch.
Ball 2. 2-2 count.
To the right side. Lays out. Can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're through 5. Puerto Rico lead it 10-0. So digging in, Junior Caminero. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. The shortstop takes the ball.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. A solo shot. His 28th home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 10-1.
Part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. Nobody on, nobody out, and we're the top half of the 6th. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, That was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Next pitch is outside. Movement in the bullpen. Number 33 appears to be getting loose. Suarez warming up as well. One down, base is empty. And that's too high, ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now the DH, Salvador Perez. And a pitch.
That's ball 3.
And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Just missed there. Good. How would you describe your strike zone?
Kind of like a Weeble. Large. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Joey Gallo steps to the plate. Kicks and deals. That one ripped left field. That's bad. And that one's gone. Home run number 30 on the year. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 10-4. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Wilmer Flores done for the afternoon, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So they turn things over to the righty, number 33.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Wilyer Abreu getting ready to hit. Strike 2. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. 4 runs already in the frame here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Upstairs. That one misses. 3-2 now. Got him swinging.
We usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And that one is lifted in the air. Stretches out and hauls it in. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 10-4 ball game. And now Jack Peterson.
The left fielder, Jack Peterson.
And he deals. And he dropped it. So that's a foul ball, and he gets another chance at the play. On the ground to first. He handles it himself, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
17, Rodriguez.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Pudge Rodriguez. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down. Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. To the right side, Gallo takes it to the bag. What a play, inning over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. That misses. Yeah, that's ball two.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And a 2-1 hammer, but foul. Inside, almost got it.
Well, we know this, down 1 or down 10, Jose Altuve is not going to give away an at-bat.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Right through there, got him. Now one away. So up next, Henry Aaron. And the pitch. And it's fouled away.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That one just misses.
It's a good take.
Got it by him for the K.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now that's Cal.
And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. And a pitch.
2-1.
Down the line. Green makes the play, and that is that. comes Gleyber Torres. At the belt and fires. And that's in the dirt. Action in the pen down there. Brad Keller, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Laced down the line, took the extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in the mechanics.
So a man aboard. Carlos Santana digs in now. That one the other way. Aaron on to first, and one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Now the third baseman, Andres.
So the batting order turns over. Now the third baseman, Andres Jimenez. One out and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Bounce to the right, and it goes just foul.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
In the air out towards right center. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And there's two down.
Now number 11.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Line, and that's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. He's safe.
Comes through with the RBI. Backdoor breaking ball. He didn't go the other way with it like you might think, but he put a good swing on it. Squared it up nicely.
Next is the designated hitter, David Justice. And that one's a little bit low. 2-1. And that's in there at the knees. One run across in the frame so far here in game 3 of this 4-game series. In the air, left side. Corrals it, and that is that. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Sounds have the advantage, 11-4. Bernie Williams now at the plate. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
One ball.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
1-2 now. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Jones calls it in, and there's one away.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Now it's the DH, Salvador Perez. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty.
2-2 now.
That one ripped. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. His 27th home run of the season. It's 11-5.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. With the low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Joey Gallo will hit next. Next
That's
one
ball
misses. It's 2-2. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Try to get him to chase on a changeup that time. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat, found a way to win the battle.
All over that one right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the left fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Righty delivers. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Torres. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. A solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. New pitcher on here, Brad Keller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Sean Green.
The right fielder, Sean Green.
Left-hand hitter waits. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. Left-hand batter waits. The other way, and he beats the shift. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So, man aboard. Now the left fielder, Jock Peterson. The pitch. And that's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
17.
Pudge Rodriguez getting ready to hit. And a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel.
Around third. He'll score easily. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well done. Drives in the run. They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
2 on with 1 out. Gleyber Torres up to hit. The pitch. Gleyber gets a piece, 1 and 2. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
And they're at the knees. That is strike 2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Carson Carter.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the right fielder, David Peralta. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
Righty to the plate. And another ball. Strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. And it skips into dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's down and in. Foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
And a pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 12-6. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
So digging in, Henry Aaron. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they're down to their final out. And now the shortstop, Junior Caminero. Kicks and fires. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And it's scoring position with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. Headed down the line. Green on the move. And
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. Got to keep that momentum going. Knowing the
For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaubel. Thanks for joining us.